I grew up in Farrell, Pennsylvania, and went to Kennedy Catholic. Played hoops there, and went down to Pittsburgh to Duquesne University. And then after a while, I just needed some spending money. So that's kind of how I started officiating. On weekends doing little kids basketball, and kind of liked it. And one thing led to another. Someone said, "Hey, you need to come to this officiating camp." Um, and make a career out of it. And I did. And that's kind of how it all snowballed from there. Yeah. So in 2015, I was working Division II in the PSAC and Division III up in the PA area. And then that's when the NBA found me. They have like 3 tryout camps. I got hired by them, and I did worked for them for 4 years, which was a great experience. Their teaching is unreal. I've refed in front of 20,000 people. I've refed in front of 50 people, and the excitement, the level of intensity, and to be a part of that experience I can't even express how awesome it is. Something that I dreamed about when I was a kid, obviously playing in March Madness. I never got that opportunity, but to be a part of it, whether it's officiating, just even officiating was an awesome experience. I got to do the first 4 last year in Dayton, which was my first time actually making the tournament. But this year, doing a first round game was unbelievable. I worked the Wisconsin Montana game in Denver. The atmosphere, it was packed. So yeah, it's another thing that I can check off my bucket list. And going back to like kind of what my parents said, like they can remember me 3 years old, having a Nerf football or Nerf basketball hoop on every door, shooting toilet paper into sinks around the house. I love basketball ever since I was a little kid. So to make it to something that's so prevalent across the nation and everyone's home for these next 3 weeks, it's something I've dreamed about for forever. I was one of 96 guys to work the actual Division I tournament this year for March Madness, and hopefully, in years to come, I can work my way up the ladder to work a Sweet 16 game or Elite Eight or maybe one day a Final Four, which would be awesome. To just block out the noise and really, zone in on the game and not worry about what's going on in your personal life, what's going on in your job, but to be there for those 10 kids. And because it's, they're playing their hearts out for, for their dream to play, and a coach that's his livelihood, win or lose. So the number one thing I would say is just determination to be the best possible referee you can. It really matters. So I definitely bring, growing up in Farrell, it's the melting pot that I would say Farrell is, how diverse it is. It's helped me in my career for sure. So you have to show up on time. You have to be there. And that's the number one thing, is if you're available and you're coachable, anybody really can make a career out of this.